HoopsOnLane.com Fan Podcast, Episode 37, Maryland Pregame.
Hoops on Lane Fan Podcast is sponsored by About Face Cosmetic Therapy Center because basketball season is also laser hair removal season.
You're listening to Hoops on Lane, a fan-produced pregame and postgame podcast about the Ohio State University men's basketball team. Visit hoopsonlane.com or subscribe where you listen to podcasts for all the latest episodes and information. Now here's your host, Dave Horning.
Greetings, Hoops fans. This is Dave Horning for HoopsOnLane.com Fan Podcast, with a preview of the upcoming game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Maryland Terrapins, to be played on Thursday, January 11th at the Schottenstein Center. Tip-off is 7 p.m., and the game will be broadcast on ESPN2. Ohio State has a perfect 4-win, no-loss record in the Big Ten, and trails Purdue, who has a perfect 5-0 record as a result of last night's victory by Purdue over Michigan at Michigan. Maryland is 2-2 in the Big Ten so far this year, but throw all that stuff out the window. This will be a great ball game between two teams that are hungry for a win. Ohio State is coming off its big win against Michigan State last Sunday, and Maryland is coming off its home victory against Iowa. This is a dangerous Maryland team. They beat Butler at home in November, a team that beat Ohio State 11 days later. Maryland is also a team that is improving as a result of a lineup change forced by season-ending injuries to two of their power forwards, Justin Jackson and Ivan Bender. With those two players out for the remainder of the season, Maryland coach Mark Turgeon has inserted freshman Bruno Fernando into the starting lineup, and he is responding. He was named Big Ten Freshman Player of the Week last week as a result of the 3 starts he earned. He had a 17-point and 11-rebound game against Penn State. At 6'10 and 240 pounds, he will be a difficult player for Keita Bates-Diop to handle and could distract from Keita's offensive efforts. Maryland also has a true center in 7'1" senior Michael Tchaikovsky, who will be guarded by Caleb Wesson and Micah Potter. Maryland is adjusting its play to this new, bigger lineup, and they could present a tough matchup for the Buckeyes. Here is the starting lineup for the Terrapins from tallest to smallest. Number 15, 7'1" senior center Michael Tchaikovsky. Number 23, 6'10" freshman forward Bruno Fernando. Number 4, 6'7" sophomore guard Kevin Huerter, who is their main three-point threat. That's number 4, Kevin Huerter. Number 10, 6'4" freshman guard Daryl Morsell. And number 1, 6'1" sophomore guard Anthony Cowan, their leading scorer averaging 16 points a game. That's number 1, Anthony Cowan. This is a tall lineup that could give Ohio State matchup problems. Maryland is coached by Mark Turgeon in his 7th season as head coach. He took over after Gary Williams left. Ohio State's starting lineup will be number 34, 6'9" freshman center Caleb Wesson. Number 33, 6'7" junior power forward Keita Bates-Diop. Number 15, 6'2" senior shooting guard Cam Williams. Number 3, 6'1" junior shooting guard or point guard C.J. Jackson. And number 1, 6'4" senior Jayshawn Tate, point guard or small forward. Ohio State is coached by Chris Holtmann. Let's hope the coach has the Buckeyes confident, but not overconfident coming into this next game. Nevertheless, I expect there will be some kind of letdown at the beginning of this game by the Buckeyes. Look for Maryland to build a lead in the first half. Let's look for the Buckeyes to roar back in the second half like they did against Michigan. And, by the way, tickets are still available for this game at www.ohiostatebuckeyes.com. Come to the game and bring a friend. Let's fill up the shot. This is Dave Horning for HoopsOnLane.com Fan Podcast. See you at the game.